before myself, all they got to see was a fake qualified Jesse Jackson. Of course, that's gonna make them think all of us were Jesse Jacksons. Jesse Jackson was a minstrel show. If that's the only guy, you gotta realize we didn't have that many TV stations back then. Jesse Jackson was a damn minstrel show. He was on TV all the time and he was qualified 0. So I don't need to explain myself too much. But you are a minstrel show. Just because you're not dancing like a Sambo. How are you the most, you got the Reverend on your title, but you're lying about your education. You're lying about your activities. So you made us defamed as moralists. You made us defamed as scientists. You made us defamed as legalists. Jesse Jackson, fake qualified, fake moralized. And then they ran up, everything they touched got fucked up. They thought the Bible does not qualify you for America. Bible does not qualify you to be in charge of our institutions. And maybe there was confusion because Anglo-Saxon and European institutions end up intersecting with not only the government, but academia. But not black churches. And in some cases, like I said, half of the black population are from states that were impoverished, penalized, sometimes unjustly penalized, defamed by Hollywood media for their inaccuracy, penalized by anti-Confederate sentiment when slavery was a very elitist, very one-percenter sort of institution. You penalize the whole white population. You gotta realize there was a military draft too for the Civil War. So they didn't want to fight. But you look like a big ass hypocrite because you guys got drafted to Vietnam and fought, just like the dudes in the Confederacy. You got drafted to Korean War and fought, just like the Confederacy. So you gotta, if you're gonna be moralist, you better keep it more stable, because your moralizations are horrible, or your knowledge of history is horrible. And so that's what's going on in America. They don't want Anglo-Saxon American culture, classic American culture is very silent. It's very innuendo based. Kind of like an auction. But you're not qualified for those innuendos anymore. This is too complicated for you. And they are watching you guys cross the red line. You cross military lines because you're not qualified to see the military lines. That's why I told you, there were black people who thought that it was like acceptable to like accidentally lock up your own people. Oh yeah, fuck it, man. It's just a couple years, man. What you crying about? What about our military? What about our allies in the military? You think they want a dumb ally that's gonna lock up their military and they got 10% of the military population? You know how much soldiers cost? How much they invest in a soldier? One of the guys who got locked up for HIV law was a lawyer. They paid for his legal education. And so we had women who thought, like, no, this is not. Actually, women are a soldier deficit. It's not chauvinism, it's the truth. You had the opportunity to join the military. Even when you had the opportunity, you did not even out the ranks. That's only natural, right? But that's the truth.